Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild and we should kind of drive over the first container just to do it because we have to kind of work more on that whole stuff. I know that this gets that repetitive. I don't know if I have too many T's in there. And this thing is still not done, so the form is not really nice yet, but I want to show you what we can do now. So you can see that I changed the lift arm even more. So there's merge blocks on there now. That makes grabbing the whole thing a lot easier, and it makes really lifting the whole thing easier. It seems that there definitely is a difference between just holding onto it with the connector and merge blocks. It is just, I don't know, space engineers physics. So then I added more hinges because a container with just 40% of weight in it or complete storage capacity already, the thing already struggles. Let's say it that way. The struggle is real. I got some good comments and people were very helpful or tried to be very helpful when it comes to lifting the containers when they are full and with weight in it. And most of them said just get a piston, pull it up. And that definitely works. So even with the 40% of cargo in the container, a piston doesn't struggle as much. Then there were people that said, yeah, just add pistons to that whole thing. Also, yeah, very nice, but the hinges are easier to add, but in the end so you can see I can basically add just infinite hinges to this whole thing, but in the end it is the whole structure that just struggles. We will see that once we pick that thing up. This thing has its own problems because if it doesn't stand right, the piston will get pulled off to the side and then it doesn't fully retract, for example. So it is, this whole structure is problematic because it is so big. That is, I don't know, this is just crazy big for what we need here. Yeah, the idea of a crane in a port, these things that lift freight onto ships, kind of that is the thing that came in mind, or the cranes that can undersling cargo and then just lift it up and drive it around. It's a good idea, but it is just too big. It is bigger. No, it's nearly as high as the palace and all that stuff. I might have to put up a cargo yard off of the planet, and then I can think about stuff like that. Let's go now and lift the whole container. Let's just show you what we have in there. We have girders in there, we have steel plates in there, construction components, power cells, motors, computers, and superconductors. That's the main thing that we have in there. Let us lock it down and also grab some... Oh, it doesn't... See, it doesn't show the interior plates. Or? No, it doesn't show you the interior plates. I don't know why. It leaves out the interior plate. It could be because it is in... Yeah, because it is in this container. That thing got ruined. I will have to add it to the group again. Oh, and I I turned off. No, I didn't. Didn't turn off Tim. And the scripts that are running. This is LCD. Automatic LCDs anyways. Good. So we bring the arm back. Can see that I extended the pistons. I had to do that because the pistons, the whole thing at one point wasn't able to lift the cargo above the basically the the truck bed there. That is not good because that's what we need to do. This is something I struggle with. That it reacts a bit violent. We need to turn on the mass blocks. We lose power immediately because every mass block has power, uses power up for 25 kilowatts. With batteries, it is not nice. Let's say it that way. 6, lift it up. We stop the whole thing. Once we are high enough, we can try to pull in the pistons, because that's what we need to do. And then it, yeah, there's a bit of a struggle there. See, that is the big problem with the whole thing. We need to put the whole thing down at exactly the right moment, so that we hopefully get a nice placement. It's a bit, the problem is that the container kind of loses its balance, and then it ends up crooked. I might have to add a script that balances out the cargo in there. I think there is something like that, and we could try something like that. I'm not sure if it's possible. So there were suggestions to lose the connection between the arm and the container with the merge blocks. We got around this kind of, so there is no real extra forces in there. But one thing we have to now do is deliver it relatively quickly, because again, through the mass blocks we lose a lot of power. I don't know how the merge blocks really work out on this. I made the ramp bigger, by the way, that also, and we have to drive carefully, and we have to kind of take a route that works, because we can't get up the steeper hills. It's just not fine. And both flyers are able to lift the whole thing easily, fly it over. Everything works. It's just my dumb brain that now just says, no, I want this. I want this to be done. And yeah, I should never let that happen. Should just say, nope, flyer is a lot less resource intensive. It works fine. It's no problem. Nope. I now have to have it done with rotors and pistons and hinges, and again, the result is not perfect, because again, it might not lift more. It might not lift more. So now let's see that we can get to it. I worked a bit more on the whole structure that we have there, so that we have a built-in repair system now there. And with the container now we can get in and then start building batteries, starting up the wind turbines. I want to move the structure back a bit so that I have basically in the front a space where I can put the containers down, where I have a bit of space to work with the trucks, all that stuff. Oh, the good thing, by the way, about the piston thing is that we could again use the other truck too, but we would have to have these piston cranes basically everywhere. And again, that's something where I have to say I wanted to have a rover that can do the job on its own, and where we don't have to yeah, now we struggle, where we don't have to add an extra machine to both places. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Come on. Please, 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 please. Drive up there. That works. Whew. I added a ramp to both sides, so we could just drive up whatever ramp. And then we have a bit of a space where there is a connector for now, where we can just put that thing down, move it into place. That's, by the way, that's the next challenge. Moving above this and then placing it down without being able to move it again if we just set it down. Let's do it. Come on. It will be a bit crooked. So we disconnected. I wanted to put slopes there. Okay, this, and then we pull it up. Bring that out. While it swings, basically. Ooh, that was not... that was not bad. It's not perfect. Ooh, we can just let it down. Pull that back in. The thing is now with the merge blocks, it... Ooh, that could end bad. Ah, come on. This is a dumb thing that it locks the landing gears. I hope nothing explodes now. It could happen. No, it doesn't. Good. So it should be perfectly set up. Yeah, thank you. So, first try. I did it already once. I just wanted to see it again, but with an empty container. It is easier with an empty container because you can sometimes just pull it again and move it into space. So I brought this over here to have a connector for, don't know, a rover that can transport the stuff over without the container. It is just, again, it is just these containers are a good idea, but Space Engineers makes it hard to work with them. Now we have enough materials here to work here for a while, and I want to do that. So the next thing I set up here is maybe a chair or something like that, so that I can sit down, recharge, and maybe I bring over one of the flyers so I can just work a bit more here and build out the area. So this will basically be a step where we then start out to turn this off, where we then start out to layer in the bottom of the wind farm. So these will be some blocks that get maybe a roundish shape, and then I bring in the first turbine, and we will see how that thing needs to look, that we can hopefully make it nice. I don't know what spacing these wind turbines need and what wind turbine we use in the end. I want to put them on the inside of the structure so they are not visible. And I need a bit of spacing. Good. These are not the thing I want to use. I want to use these ones or these ones. But these kind of look weird. Never tested them. If these are easier to use. They look weird. But they also produce 10 megawatts instead of the 5 megawatts that these wind turbines produce. And they don't seem to be easily stackable. That's a bit problematic. So question is how to do this and how to place them. It's not easy to set these up, I have the feeling. Why do I not get... I don't know. I think I will use these ones. I'm sure that these are a lot easier to set up. And if I put them... let us take a look. So 1, 2, 3. Question is, how long are they? I don't have enough materials for them, I'm pretty sure, because these things are hungry hippos. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let us just try this, and then how close together can I put them? One. Okay, that doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. It's 9. Good. That has to be everything. 9 blocks. And now I have to see how to structure that best. Ooh! I have the materials for that. I didn't know that. Can I? It's 5 blocks. Okay. That's the question. Now, let us see. How bad is it? Wind clearance is poor. We can hopefully make it better this way, but it could be that we need more space in between these things. The wind clearance is good already, so 3? Maybe 3. Let us see what the... Let us see if Oh no, we just had one. We just had one space in between. If we go to 3, that could already work nicely. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and then have it here. I will do this so that I can put the turbine on there. 7. Let's try again. Maybe that is enough. And then we could have this as the middle shaft. Let's hope this works out. I will have to stop recording in a bit because I'm kind of getting late. But again, this is the first layout. Just let me just test out how much space I need in between the wind turbines, and then we should be good already. It's so nice that this thing now kind of works. I prepared the other truck too, so we can use that again. We could use that too. It's at the moment not really the thing, because again, I would have to put up more infrastructure. Wind clearance is just good. Okay, maybe on the other hand, maybe we can just live with a good wind clearance. How good is the wind clearance of the other ones? This is even poorer. So maybe that's enough. Maybe we don't need a lot more. We could stack another bit of stuff in between, or have some more blocks in between. That already pretty much works. Current output, so the max output is still over 4 megawatts. That could be better. This thing could start to be the main power of the whole base thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And then have the next one there and see if the wind clearance here is better. 7. Do we have enough materials to put down another one? Let us see. Because now we have 5 blocks in between. If that is enough, then we maybe can layer another. Oh, okay, we are already out of superconductors. Ugh. That's not good. Need to bring some more in. Let me do that. Let me do that real quick. We'll be back in a second. We can already see that this thing up there works a lot better than the bottom one. Now the question is, how much better? Is it perfect? That would be nice. Optimal. 5171. That's good. So we just need 5 spaces in between, and then that should work. So we can yeah, we could remove them again and then place them again, but I might do that, but have basically a stack in there of these 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have this as the maximum height, and then we could have 9, 12 or so of these wind turbines in there. That should be enough power for, don't know, for days. 4 days. Now the structure, now the question is how to do the structure. So I want to have this weird wind farm idea that I think comes from the game. Where there's basically the bottom half, and then it has this weird shape towards the wind, basically. Again, the wind farms in Dune have, I think, at least in the book, just their mission is to pick up water, not power. But again, we will bend it a bit and then use the wind farms as power production. I have to see, maybe I can stack another one in there. We will see. I will go from what we have now. The next thing I need to put in is maybe the transmitter. I need the parts for that thing that transmits the power over to the palace. And again, the palace will just get a teensy tiny bit of power production, so that if the transmitters or stuff stops working, that we don't lose the palace to the trash removal. But good people, I think that is all for today. Container transport works, and now we know how much spacing these wind turbines need. That should be good, and we can work more on this. Good people, thanks for watching, I say. Hope you liked this episode. If you did, please leave a like on the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. See ya, guys.